first-year MPhil student Bruce Christopher Konu. Bruce had been preparing to end his last semester and prepare for his thesis. We met Bruce on campus working on his projects. He says going home is not an option for him.
For me, going home is not an option now. I just have to stay behind and continue working on my projects. Because already some of the projects we have delay in some of the projects that I'm working on because of the outbreak in general, So, and now that China, like the kind of things we import, and then there is so much delay in them. Now, so if that 4 weeks, I think going home is not an option for me. I have to stay and then keep working on my projects. I'm not going home.
Bruce says the directive by the government had been long overdue.
It's closing down the school. It's one of the best decisions that the president has taken because of the way things are going. I think that's one of the best decisions. But then I wish, other countries also did the same thing. They closed down their school, but there were systems that were in place. I mean, for countries like advanced countries like Italy, US, they've closed down institutions, but there were other alternatives provided. Like, I'm not worried because schools are closed down to contain the spread of the virus, but it's because we don't have such system. It's not everybody has internet access whilst they're at home. I mean, it's good for some people, but not even every student have that kind of maybe online video conferencing facility, and it's a genuine excuse. So
have you been speaking to your friends? I mean, your colleague students who are also here, and what are they saying?
It's a kind of like mixed feelings. Some people wanted to go home, and some people are already like packed and going. So it's just something I can't explain. Everybody have their own view of it. Some of them, they welcome it as a good news. Going home is like as a good news, but some of them are also not happy about it. You can see some of them are still around.
Have you heard from your family?
Yeah. I've been in constant contact with my family back home, and they are also aware of the virus outbreak, so they are also taking the necessary precaution to avoid contacting the virus.
They've also heard that the school has been closed down. Are they asking you to come home?
Yeah, my mom was asking me to come home. She was asking when am I coming home. So, and my brothers, so many people are concerned, like come home, like one of those stuff. But I don't think it's time for us to be panicking, running up and down because schools are closed down or virus. I think we should all just take our time and follow all the procedures that are laid down by the World Health Organization and the Ghana Health Service, not panicking and running home.
Bruce is not alone here.
The entire Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is deserted. Most of the students appear to have left for their various houses. So we've been trying to gauge the mood here and find out exactly how some of the students who are still on campus are coping with the closing down of the institution. So Godfred Abe, you are a final year student. I mean, MPhil, Met and climate science student. Yeah. You are working on your thesis. Yeah. And so when you heard about the directive from the president that all institutions, especially universities and others, should be closed down the next day, how did you feel?
Well, when I heard it yesterday, I was not happy and I was also not sad. It was just normal to me because there's no pressure on me in terms of anything. I'm actually working on my thesis.
So you are actually working, so you have been engaging with some of the students, and once this is not going to affect you, I mean, you also have to also keep in touch with your supervisor and people who are actually helping you to get whatever data you want. And how are you going to do that within this period of 4 weeks?
My field of research does not demand that I'll be moving from one place to place to obtain a data. All we need to do is to create an account and go on the internet and download satellite data.
You've been in touch with some of the students. What are they telling you?
Well, they are very happy because yesterday when the news broke like that, I saw some of them jubilating so hard and then jumping around, shouting, making a lot of noise, because the reason was that today, some of them, like today, the entire KNUST community has to start their mid-semester examination. So it's like most of them were
supposed to start their mid-semester today.
Yes. So most of them, I believe, were actually not ready, or they were not actually interested in examination. It's just because it's imposed on them. So they were actually learning out of compulsion in order to pass the paper. So when they heard the news yesterday, they were so excited, forgetting that they would definitely have to come back and then complete the academic calendar. Yes.
So are you also going home?
Well, I called my fiancé in the house that I'm coming. He said no, because we learned that some of the disease has been dictated in Kumasi. So stay where you are. Don't come home. If you come home, nobody's going to get close to you. So I have nowhere to go.
So your family members actually don't want you to come home?
They don't want me around because he said the thing is actually occurring in Kumasi and you have to board a car from somewhere all the way coming home. That means that you actually be bringing it to us in the house. So we don't want you around. Stay where you are until everything is said and done.
A report by Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen.